I just don't get it, man. They've been doing Love It or List It. They gotta be on like season 22. And every single time there's a crack in the foundation, and the renovator goes, this is unbelievable. Well, you believe it or not, you son of a bitch, every single house has a crack in the foundation, or mold in the attic, or it's drafty, or there's not enough ventilation in the crawl space, or whatever. How many times can you be surprised by it before it starts to fall to your responsibility? Sorry, we watched a lot of. I said I was going to play a lot of Wildfrost this week, and then I played almost none. Instead, I just watched. Well, we had a lot of fun times, but I did watch a lot of HGTV with my parents, and it drove me crazy a little bit. But I also had a great relaxing time. I just can't believe how much every HGTV show now is like. She's a Manhattan urbanite with modern contemporary sensibilities. He's a red state Republican who knows how to build tables and chairs. But guess what? They're married. Keeping it silly with the Sullivans. 8 hours straight on HGTV every Wednesday. They're different, but guess what? They fuck. And also they make houses together. It's driving me insane, man. I'm tuning in. And then some of the people, they're coming for my industry. There was like an interior design. I don't know all the drama. But I know that there's Chip and Joanne, right? And they were like a big HGTV couple. I don't know if they're still together or if that was Flip or Flop that broke up and then he's with somebody else and they're selling real estate or whatever. Anyway, but Chip and Joanna, she's a modern Manhattan urbanite. He's a Wyoming ranch hand turned bespoke carpenter. But guess what? Anyway, now, so they had 10 seasons of them flipping houses and fueling the property bubble. And now she's doing like a cooking show on HGTV. It doesn't even make any sense. I guess that's the home part of home and garden television. But it's driving me crazy, man. What's next? She's going to be opening like a gaming channel. Joanna Gaines Gaming. Hey, YouTube, she's going to be playing Paw Patrol Dookie Dash, a video game with the most realistic portrayal of a panic attack ever seen on film. Also, a tweet I don't have the courage to make, but I think it would pop off, is the most realistic, the body of the text is the most realistic portrayal of a panic attack in cinema history, but then the video is me accidentally spray painting the Third Reich logo in the Gulag in Call of Duty Warzone, and then losing my mind. That would go hard. Yeah, I know. I just don't have the temerity. But if somebody else wants to send it, go ahead. Such a goated clip. This is, again, I was gone for a week. Maybe like day 2. I just saw someone who doesn't even follow me on Twitter posting my clips. And, every single clip, the replies were like, I don't even watch NL, but this shit is hilarious. They were all so positive. It was very, it was reassuring and it was nice to see. What clip? One of them was, I went crazy in Rumbleverse and said, you really think I won't suck off every single one of you? Then there was the Call of Duty Warzone Gulag one. And the Gulag clip is crazy. If I had to guess, I would say my favorite clip of all time. I mean, you have to be deep in the lore.
It's another anal receiver.
Oh, did you find a mirror?
Let's go over here.
I'm sorry.
I am way more amused by you laughing at that than the actual joke itself.
But when me, Mouth, and Apollo were playing Apex Legends, and he said I found another anal receiver, and I said, well, what did you find? A mirror? But I couldn't say it without laughing. Hi, honey. That's a little better. You don't like the door being closed? Do you want to say hi to Chet? Hi, Chet. Where did we go this week?
Charmander.
Charmander.
Spinning around.
Charmander spinning around. Where did we go this week?
Says, I don't know.
I don't know. We were just there. Did you go on an airplane yesterday? She's done with my questions. That's for sure. You just sticking your head in. Look, you're gonna be like Monka S. I was gonna say she's sticking her head in the fan. It's a Dyson bladeless, okay? There's no blades in the fan. Well, there are. They're in like the bottom housing. I swear, every time we visit, like when my parents in particular, she gets like a huge dose of love and attention from my mom and dad, and her brain gets like 2 times bigger. She blew my mind. Like Kate was watching a video on YouTube. She pointed at a little girl in the video and said, "Are we the same age?" You don't appreciate how advanced that question is as an adult. That's very standard. But for a 2.5-year-old, that's pretty crazy. First off, it was grammatically, the words were in the right order. Are we the same age? Then, same implies, you know, she knows the concept of like 2 numbers being equal. She knows the plural pronoun. Age, even. But, you know, then there's times when I say, how old are you? How old are you? You want some water? You want some letters? Like you want to write a letter to mommy? Okay, what's the letter gonna say? I could probably give you a piece of paper, honey, and you could write a letter. She's in the process of switching daycares. So she's off this week, and then next week she's going for like an hour on the first day, and then like a half day a little later. So it's gonna, I mean, we're getting up to speed. It's gonna take us a little while. I feel rejuvenated. I mean, it's like messed up. I almost said the F word. I forgot my door was open. I've become full psychotic dad mode. Like, it's crazy. I said jet lag is a state of mind. I'm not gonna let it affect me. I normally wake up 6 a.m. Pacific time, okay? Eastern time is 3 hours ahead, which means I normally wake up when I wake up in Vancouver, it's 9 a.m. Eastern time. I said, I'm not squandering my vacation waking up at 9 a.m. Are you crazy? I very much value that time in the morning. So just day one, I went man mode. I'm getting up at 6 a.m. I went to the hotel gym and got on the bike, and it felt like both of my knees were going to pop out. It was just not, I mean, it's not up to the Peloton standard. Instead, I did some weight work. I went for a run. It's the first time I've gone for a run in forever. Heart and lungs did fine. Legs were all fucked up the next day. Like for 5 days. My calves were just destroyed. It's not used to the impact. But then like listen, the average age in my hometown is like 72. So it was just me in the gym most of the time, which was great. But then every other day, I would wake up at 6 a.m., take a dump, go outside, just walk around. Just walk around for like 75 minutes. It was blowing me away. We're in the downtown core of my hometown. No cars, no people, no commerce, no commercial, no real estate, no nothing. It was I was the only person that I got up earlier than the coffee shops. It was blowing me away. Dying town. I mean, it seems like it's doing okay. Although, like, apparently all the downtown restaurants now are takeout only. Like, they're still they're just kind of extending the COVID strategy forever, which is kind of annoying. As someone who's not from around there, I'm like, I would go get some takeout and then eat it on my bed in the hotel room. Eat it on the armchair next to the bed in the hotel room. I'm not going to use the parlance the internet typically uses for that chair. That's it. There's nothing really too crazy. It was nice to have my parents look after our daughter for a bit. My wife and I went out for a date. We had a nice meal. We ordered a cheese plate for dessert. We thought it was a fancy restaurant. Cheese plate came out with 3 cheeses. She comes out, she says, this one's a cheddar, this one's a mozzarella, this one's a Gouda. Any questions? I made that up, but it was... That one's been cooking in my head for a minute. But I will say, I don't know if anybody here is Kingston Pill, but I was at the Food Basics on Barrack Street. And my dad was buying some like lunch meat. And I was laughing because I was looking at the salami and it was like, it's cut into artisanal shapes. It had like an arrow. It was like artisanal shapes. And it was cut into like a heart and a star and then like a flower. I just imagine the salami artisan with a heart-shaped cookie cutter being like, oh, this is the... I'm not just making sausage. I'm something of an artist myself. Just feeding the cured pork product into like a Play-Doh mold that looks like a star. I didn't make that one up. That one's real. We saw Mouth, too. It was really nice. I drank way too much. I was the only one hammered, that's for sure. Had a good time, though. Had a good time. You know what I did the next morning? Woke up at 6 a.m., took a dump, walked around outside for like 80 minutes. How was your activated beer? I don't remember. Skipped the Peloton today? No, absolutely not. Because I didn't let myself get affected by the jet lag, we came back here. Got on a flight from Ottawa at 5 p.m., arrived in Vancouver 5 hours later at 6:45. It doesn't even make any sense, but it's just true. Woke up at 4:45 a.m. because that's sleeping in Eastern Standard Time because it was like 7:45. I said I might as well get up. I got nothing to do, so I did 90 minutes of Peloton, took the garbage down, went to the grocery store, bought some stuff that, you know, my daughter's going to need in order to be happy today, some chocolate milk, some muffins, some blackberries, etc., etc. I've been chilling for like 5 hours. I don't mess around. He's going to crash at 11. I don't crash. If I have things to do, I don't crash, okay? But I was crashing like crazy at my parents' house for sure, because I just couldn't watch any more HGTV, man. These fucking losers on HGTV. 65 years old. I know you've got a more interesting story to tell about your life than fucking. I've always wanted a Greek-style blue and white tile backsplash behind my kitchen sink. I mean, and then like, I've always, I don't know if it's going to stretch our budget too much, but I've always wanted blue and white tile in my kitchen. I don't know if we can make that happen. Spoilers, they fucking make it happen. They walk into the house and go, and you're not going to believe this, and then there's blue and white tile in the kitchen, and like the Beautiful Day by U2 plays, and they got tears streaming down their face, and they're like, what is wrong? And the family is like, I just never thought I'd see the day when I have blue and white tiles in my kitchen. Get a fucking life, dude. It doesn't like, they stopped trying. They don't have to try anymore. It used to be like a family was down on their luck, and then TLC would come in and be like, we're going to give you like 200 grand worth of renovations. And then you're like, look at how nice your house is now. Now it's just people who are already rich going in and they're like, I've always wanted 2 sinks in my bathroom. And then they put in 2 sinks and they bawl their eyes out like, I didn't know this was possible. You could have accomplished it 15 years ago for like 5 grand or something. It's framed as if it's like this life-affirming story. You gotta, if you think it's a life-affirming story, you gotta get a damn life. It's actually worse than like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Because at least when you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you're like, I know this is garbage. Nobody's watching it and going like, oh, this is like inspirational, really? I think. When you watch HGTV, it like brain jacks you and you're like, oh, I'm being like, I'm learning something. I'm watching something inspiring. No, you're not. It's all made up. They have 1 sink. Now they got 2 sinks. Cue the waterworks. I'd probably cry too with happiness if HGTV was footing the bill for me, I suppose. But I don't mind Hometown though. Hometown's okay. Of all the shows on HGTV, sure. I mean, love it or list it Vancouver because we're from there. But even that shit is like, I watch that shit and I'm super judgmental. I'm like, you 62-year-old piece of shit. House is worth $2.5 million. Your budget for renovations is $30,000. You gotta you have to legally provide cups of water to the workers. I don't know if this will fit into our budget. You fucking piece of crap. Sell your house. You can't afford that shit. You sell it and then put more supply on the market so that the prices of the houses go down. And then they were like, oh, well, we're going to love it or list it. It's a tough one. I don't know whether we're going to love it or I don't know whether we're going to list it. Well, listing would require us to sell our current house where all of our shit is and then move to another house that's like exactly the same price as the one we live in right now, but just is in a different neighborhood. Or I could just get a free renovation. I could just get my bathroom and my kitchen done for free. Yeah, we didn't have enough budget for the mudroom. Eat my shorts. They actually pay for most of the reno. I don't know. Well, I mean, I buy it because of the source. I'm just, I mean, this shit just annoys me. Only everything else in the vacation was great, but I'm fucking sick of HGTV, man. Hey, librarian, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. And I like the Food Network too, but I think we've got too many food networks. How many times are we gonna watch Joanna Gaines cook a quiche? You really think I'm gonna watch her cook a quiche and write that shit down for 8 minutes rather than just Google quiche recipe or whatever? She's a baddie. Don't objectify the women on HGTV, okay? That's like, first off, Samantha Pantha, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Now, could I get to base myself and say that Hometown is the best show because the interior designer is kind of a baddie? Of course, I could stoop down to your level, but I'm not going to do that because you've got to understand that inside of every normal man is a like perverted old man that you think you're never going to become, but you just have to like fight a little bit against it. That's it. You don't have to like fight against it every day, but you just got to, if you don't want to become one of those like 55-year-old men in the gym locker room who is talking to other guys about like how hot the weather lady on the news is or something like that. You just have to pull yourself back now and then. That's it. That's already me. You're in trouble. I don't know. We're going to see levels of old age horniness that I mean, have hitherto have been thought to not exist. Used to just be your grandpa watching Univision because the Latina weather lady was like up his alley or whatever. That was grandpa at like 65. If we got people reaching that level of debauchery in their 20s, I don't know what's gonna happen. Once you hit 80, man, or it's a scary thought. I thought that I had like a cool little Thomas Middleditch thing going on, buttoned up all the way to the top. Now that I see that how it looks, I'm like, no, it's not. It's, you at least gotta embrace coming down just a little bit here and spread the collar just there. Okay, slightly better. You look a little bit like a psycho. Thank you. Anyway, don't say that it's the Church of the Latter-day Saints fit. That's the white shirt with the short sleeves. Short-sleeved dress shirt and khakis is like, I don't want to talk to you on the street because you want something from me that I don't want to give you. The Michael Douglas falling down look. Although, now that I think about it. Okay, today's Globla. It feels weird because Tradle doesn't work today. And Globla doesn't work today. Is the internet broken? Globla works. Just refresh it. Did Elon buy Globla? Oh, it completely works. I just had to hit refresh. It just worked for me? Bro, the blockchain would solve this. Okay. Give me, you know what? Start me in Algeria. I'm going back to Algeria. It's 5,000 kilometers away from Algeria. Why don't you pop me Tajikistan? He's back, baby. Let's go. That's absurd. Okay, now how about a Wordle? I will tell you. I can't, bro. Look at these ads, dude. Oh, okay. The ad just disappeared. What the hell is this ad, man? What is wrong with my cookies, dog? Look at this. Don't piss off old people. The older we get, the less life in prison is a deterrent. Holy cow. I can't even read this one. It just says, I fix stuff. But it's in like the Game of Thrones font. So I'm sure it's like I fix stuff and I know things or whatever. Holy cow. Don't piss off old people. The older we get, the less life in prison is a deterrent. What are you going to do about it, Gramps? All right. This to me looks like something on the east coast of South America. This looks like a Suriname, Guyana type joint. No, okay, it's 4,000 kilometers northwest of Suriname. This is a Guatemala. Holy cow, I'm like insanely close. I forgot the countries in Central America. It's Belize. It could be Honduras. I don't know the relative order of these. Okay, it's between Guatemala and Honduras. It's Belize. Is this where John McAfee was? It is Belize. Okay. Is that is John McAfee? Okay. Well, how do you play the reverse? I don't understand. Let's see. There are 5 hidden themes to find in each grid. Each theme is represented by 4 movies. So these are all movies about magic. Okay, I understand. How can there be 5 themes when with only 4 rows and 4 columns? Certain movies will cross over with multiple themes. For example, Order of the Phoenix belongs to the Helena Bonham Carter theme and also the magic theme. Did you know you can use more than one theme on a single Helena Bonham Carter? As an aside, it's kind of messing me up you made a slurp juice joke about Helena Bonham Carter because she played a bored ape in Planet of the Apes 2001. I don't think she was bored. I like the joke. I like that it makes my joke seem better. I think she was pretty active in the movie, though. She was, she was part of the resistance. She was the ape on the inside. And I think she might have been the ape that Mark Wahlberg was inside in a deleted scene. But I don't think we're ready to talk about that yet. The audience was bored. Estella Warren was kind of bored in that movie, which explains why she never got any work ever again. Okay. Dude, it does take us forever to get through the dulls, huh? Sir? Have you not seen Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes? There's an insinuation that Mark Wahlberg fucked one of the apes, okay? They flirt a little bit. He like strokes her face. So what? I didn't judge. You're the one judging. You're the one dropping the ha's. Nightmare on Elm Street to Mask of Zorro. I'm just going to tell you straight up. We're trying to go Johnny Depp. This is the only person I know who's in a Nightmare on Elm Street. Except, wait, I take that back. Wasn't Freddy Krueger played by Jackie Earle Haley, who then went on to be Rorschach in the Watchmen movie? No, I'm confused. He was in the new one. He played him in the new one. It's Robert Englund. Okay. Quite the cast here. Well, we're definitely still going to start. I recognize that guy, though. We're going to start Johnny Depp. You know your life's gone a little bit off course when, like, the last 7 movies you're in are all movies that are documentaries. That shit, like, only happens when you die. Johnny Pop's secret mission. No. Okay, so then, Mask of Zorro. It's Antonio Banderas. It's Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins. It's Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's a great film. We can definitely get Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz. Does that get us to Antonio Banderas or Catherine Zeta-Jones? We can definitely Johnny Depp Johnny Depp has been in some ensembles. Pirates of the Caribbean. Edward Scissorhands. Winona Ryder. I'm just thinking, okay, Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips beneath the laser with Sean Connery in Entrapment. She's in Intolerable Cruelty, starring George Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's in Ocean's 12. I want to say she's in Ocean's 12. And that really, I mean, once you get to Ocean, you know what? Ocean. Oh, give me a second here. Give me a second here. 21 Jump Street. He had a cameo. I fucked up. Everyone in this movie is so young. I made a mistake. I don't know why I thought that was going to get me there. It's got Johnny Depp in it. Does it have Richard Grieco? Excuse me, Richard Grieco should be on the cast here. Can I get Richard Grieco? Oh, fuck. Then Night at the Roxbury. Jonah Hill's done some stuff. Jonah Hill did the thing. Jonah Hill, Antonio Banderas, Puss in Boots. Call me when they make puss in thigh highs. That's what I've always said. He's also Antonio Banderas. He's in The Mask of Zorro. He's in Spy Kids. He's in Spy Kids. You know what I'm saying? Just hear me out here for a second. Ice Cube. Can I get Nitro starring Ice Cube? That's not, sorry, the movie's called Torque. From 2004. Who else was in this? Martin? Oh, fucking nobody, dude. I'm washed. Adam Scott was in that? Dane Cook? This man's name is actually John Doe? What have I done to myself? You guys don't remember Torque? How am I going to get to Antonio Banderas from here, man? Ice Cube? Fist Fight. Charlie Day. The Super Mario Brothers movie. Antonio. Catherine. Sir Anthony. I'm in a lot of trouble. Well, no. I could get there via Shrek 2, man. You just need a movie that has Jack Black or Seth Rogen, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy. Like, there's got to be a huge overlap here. Charlie Day, Eddie Murphy, Jack Black, Colin Hanks, Orange County. I'm so lost. Who was I trying to get to? Antonio Banderas, Shrek 2. Cameron Diaz. I can get there. I can get to Cameron Diaz. Jack Black, the cable guy. Jim Carrey, and then a movie. He was in the Cameron Diaz, The Master. I didn't know where it was, but I knew it was there. Okay, Cameron Diaz, Shrek 2. Antonio Banderas. The Mask of Zorro. He got there. Oh. Too easy. Shortest distance possible is 2. How so? Johnny Depp. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Antonio Banderas, The Mask of Zorro. Okay, well, I haven't seen that shit. At least we started at the right point. We did, half the battle was right. I don't know what this is yet. I skip. Ooh, this looks like some Nintendo DS bullshit. It's WarioWare. DIY. So iOS, Android. Oh, I've never played this shit. It's Cut the Rope. I don't know. It's Game Boy Social Deduction. That's not Among Us. Skip me. It's Among Us? When did they put guns in Among Us? It's the new map. Okay. Nerd alert. You see the tweet from someone that was like, sometimes when I dream scary things, a little dream version of Markiplier shows up in the corner narrating it. Anyway, okay, take me to Gamedel. I'm presenting that without judgment. I'm just saying. I also saw the tweet. I swear to you, I'm completely fine. My my ads think that I'm an old man who wants to fight and is also dying. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. I don't know this game. It has a Western motif. I skip. It's grim. It's guacamole! 1. Oh. Now, the impossible one. Dream the impossible dream. I can't. The ad is for vitamins that make you grow hair. I have to hold the refresh button and get a new ad. It's just too much. They have no idea. If you want fucked up ads, leave for a week. They don't know who I am. Bob Wills and his Texas Playboy. What does this guy play? A lamp? I get, okay, you got the double bass, you got the fiddle, we got some guitars, we got some steel guitars, we got like a trumpet or something. The hell is this? Oh, it's a microphone. Thought he was just tagging it. Holy cow, look at it. He's pulling the cord, he's flipping the switch. He can even do the weird one that's like a little toothpaste cap and you never know whether you push it in or turn it. I'm going to say very slightly pre-World War II America, 1937. 1934, I can live with that. Beer, the famous beer from Seattle. Saks Select. They were so stupid back then. Oh, man. It's like the dude from Cincinnati in like the 1800s who's named Gay Hitler. He doesn't even know. So this is like Captain Marvel, I'm pretty sure, came out in 2017. So I don't know, man. I see. I mean, I don't even know if this is a. This doesn't appear to be a movie theater. Oh, I guess it does say Cinna on it. Never mind. This looks like, I'm going to just say this is like 1925. I feel like that might even be late. 1941? The fuck, Seattle? 1941? Why do you have so many horses and buggies? There are cars? Yeah, there are cars. But like, look at the the prevalence of the horses and buggies, dude. There's a war? 1925? Not in Seattle. They were pogging up. They were like, we're never going to pay income tax. We're going to live forever. Oh, right. Sorry. It's 1941. My mistake. That was my guess. I mean, this looks like Beverly Hills. I'm going to say this is like a $12 million house. Sight unseen. Oops, not high enough. Go again. What the fuck? It's the damn Millennium Falcon in there, dude. They're flying into the sun. $25 million? That's too high. Don't go crazy. Holy cow. Bro, you can't have, like, no disrespect. You can't have a Star Wars room in your house and then also have, like, this, the Last Queen of Versailles sort of thing going on. It's just crazy. It's just jarring. Hey, do you want to retire to my Star Wars room? How about 15 million? Binary search. It's too low. What the fuck is this? 7 bed, 7.5 bath. This is the frozen bedroom. Let's retreat to the frozen wing. Life-size characters and wintry mural and lights that mimic snow. Olaf watches you sleep. Okay. This is an $18.5 million house, if I had to guess. Yep. All right. You're a Housle Baron. How about that? That's crazy. I don't want to sleep in the frozen room. It's tacky? No kidding. I mean, it's busy, so I immediately want to say New York, but then, like, score? I'm just going to say it. This looks like, maybe we're in Norway. Okay. This looks like it says suck a dick pharmacy. Okay. You see it. I see it. Why beat around the bush? I'm going to assume this is Oslo. I mean, it's a black and white photo, but I mean, that could be the Danish flag, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's Norway, though. Drop me deep in the center of downtown Oslo. And this is 1961. It's a really hard guess, though. You were 6 years off, and it was Sweden. Still pretty. I'll take 74, 84, though. That's still pretty good. This is the World Cup. Oh, you know what this is? This must be where the French tunnelers and the English tunnelers met when they were making the channel between London. Well, not London, I guess. It's probably between, like, Dover and Calais. Does that seem right? Dover, I mean, those could be ferries for all I know. Maybe this is the channel, English Channel. I don't know which one of these is the channel, okay? One of these is the channel. Meh. I mean, if I was making a channel, I would do it at the smallest, like the narrowest point, which to me would be like right here. So I'm going to say that it's right there. I hate to say this. Maybe you find this insulting to the French. Maybe you find it insulting to the English. I'm going to bet the English made a little bit more progress. I'm going to bet the English, they didn't meet halfway. I'm going to say the English went about 61% and the French went about 39% to get there, okay? Because of the strong history of unions in France. And this was in the early 1990s, I think. Let's say 93. It was 1990, but, I mean, we were 8.4 kilometers from the actual location. Pretty good. And by the way, well, you know what? I mean, it depends. I need to get this verified. It does appear that the French possibly got further. The heck is a channel? It's the channel. It's the tunnel that goes underground. I don't know why it's called the channel. Because of the Channel Tunnel. Ah. Maybe I'm stupid. How is this shit not full of water? Never mind. It doesn't really make any sense. Now that I think about it, I guess they don't. Anyway. Okay. Does that say rush ass? I like they're looking at the map like this is probably during like war, okay? So I'm not trying to make like a joke, but like I don't think the map's changing that much, y'all. Like it's just you seeing where the next circle's gonna be? You see, oh hey, where are we dropping, boys? Now here's what I will say, okay? I'm gonna assume that this is updating them on the state of the front in the it would be the First World War. But now that doesn't even make any sense now that I think about it. I don't know. It's still just... Listen, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. This is England, though. You can tell from the hat. Let's assume this is London circa... Well, it's tough. What? No, it's not that tough. Let me think about this. Austria-Hungary ceased to exist after the First World War. It was just Austria and Hungary. So this must be pre-Second World War. But Germany's getting all... Maybe it's not getting chopped up by Czechoslovakia. Maybe that's actually where the borders were pre, 1937. I don't know what's going on up here. I don't know. There's been minimal differences over here from what I'm going to say this is 1916. I don't really know, though. My First World War is not so strong. It was 1918, but it was in New York. Son of a... Why are you wearing a British hat in New York, you piece of crap? Someone's wearing a damn bowler hat. There's so many American flags. You're not wrong. People from New Zealand always be like, our flag looks nothing like Australia. I'm here to tell you, buddy. I'm sorry to say this. It's the same flag. Okay? I get that one of them, if you had them side by side, they're not the same. But like in a vacuum, like if you saw one and then the other, you would be like, they're pretty close. I'm just going to assume that this looks like 2018 to me. And this is Canberra, the nation's capital. It's New Zealand 2022. Okay, fair enough. I told you it's the same flag. Chib was there. I'm not going to say Chib was at the anti-lockdown protests, okay, in 2022. But what the hell is this me? Kate, can you come in here for a second?
Yes.
Is this me?
Yeah. It's you.
This is me.
It's you, man.
I feel like this is like Kingston, Ontario. Probably more out like this way. Circa 1992. Young boy learning to ride a bicycle in Ontario? What the fuck?
The dev asked
Ah.
your parents' place. While you're at the parents' place, I took a bunch of photos.
Holy
You
cow.
were young, and then we picked this one. It was like a little surprise.
That's scary. That is cute though. How'd you know I was going to play the dolls today?
Because you play it every day.
Oh man, submitted by Kate L. I imagine if I hadn't gotten that. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "That's me."
It's you.
I remember that helmet. Oh my god, that's so funny.
There were other photos.
I had that helmet too. That scared the heck out of me, but now I'm smiling. Oh man. That was a scary moment for a second. That's me. The first Peloton photo. I can still feel how the handlebars felt in my hands too. Holy cow, that was surreal. It's the start of a horror movie. Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm coming back. Whoo! Anyway, the photo's taken on a bit of an angle here. This is listed.fun. Wait a minute, is this my childhood house? I'm just joking. Hello. Whoa, what did you get? You got a clock? Holy cow, let me see this clock. Wow, you can set a timer. And the battery, well, thank you. The battery must be for the clock, right? Sure, let me see. Does it need oh, it does need a screwdriver. You're going to need to get mommy to put it in. Yeah, mommy's going to do it. Thank you for showing me your cool clock, though. Beta male? I don't keep a screwdriver in my office, okay? That's where my exercise bike is. All right, good point. Slash marker, Mr. Sun's Hatbox. Mr. Sun's Hatbox, as far as I know, it came out like a week and a half ago. It's a slapstick roguelite action platformer. Think like a side-scrolling roguelite, like a Dead Cells, or like maybe like imagine if you took Enter the Gungeon and then you flipped its yaw like 90 degrees. Rogue Legacy with guns? Thank you. We're going to get started here. It's a new game, and I'm playing new game. That's probably Mr. Sun, I assume. Hello? Delivery for Mr. Sun. Okay, be right there. Please sign here. That's Master Chief. John Halo. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's nice. Drop the package? I've been robbed. Don't worry, sir. We'll retrieve your package. Oh, no worries. Gotta run. They're getting away. Oh, we don't play as Mr. Sun? Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. We play as a delivery driver who's actually helping us get our package, or helping them get their package back. That's the Amazon customer service difference. Nowadays, they just throw the package of Fabergé eggs down at the sidewalk as hard as they can and then take a photo of your neighbor's house and send it to you. Be cool, they're watching. Sorry. And by the way, I know we're starting this with an anecdote, even though we're in the tutorial right now. Green text arrow, be me. Check my daughter's stroller into baggage on the airplane. Anybody who's never done it, you bring your stroller through the gate, then you just basically pass it off to like one of the baggage handlers before you get on the plane. We get off the airplane. We're waiting where we always wait for the stroller to come out. It's not coming out. We're like the last people standing there waiting. And then some guy comes up and says, you're waiting for a stroller? Sometimes there's like an elevator over there and they just put it around there. I'll go check. So then this guy walks out the little staircase on the jetway and he points to where he was pointing before and gives me a thumbs up. I say, okay. I would just walk away. And then I leave the jetway. There's like a gate agent. She's on her phone. I'm just saying. And I say, hey, one of the baggage handlers told me there's like an elevator around here where the strollers come after you get off a flight. And she said, oh, I don't know anything about that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he's talking about baggage claim. There's like a little carousel with a conveyor belt and like all your baggage comes out onto that. And I was a little insulted. I was like, I'm familiar with the concept of baggage claim. She was like, yeah, that's probably what he meant. So I started to go to baggage claim, and then an angel said, hey, do you have a yellow stroller? It's at the end of the jetway where the strollers always are. They never send it to baggage claim. It's literally always right there. I have a 4-year-old, and I wouldn't let this happen to another parent. I said, thank you, angel, for saving my life. I go to walk down the jetway. I get like 2 steps down. The same gate agent who gave me the bad information said, sir, can we help you with something? I said, I'm just getting my stroller. She follows me down the jetway. I find my stroller, I pick it up, and I'm walking back down the jetway, and she says, oh yeah, I guess that's your stroller. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't really know what he was talking about with like the elevator stuff. I just said, thank you, have a nice day. Try to get me to abandon my damn stroller at the airport because you don't know what the hell's going on. Nobody's talking to anybody. Anyway, this is Mr. Sun's Hatbox. Everybody got there. Nobody wanted to help me when I needed help. But as soon as they thought I was rushing the cockpit, everybody got their hands on their hips. Kingsman 2, mid as hell. Why, okay, but why? Why bring it up? What was your problem with Kingsman 2? It came out like 7 years ago. Nobody mentioned Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. Not even mid, it's ass. No, Kingsman 3 is ass. Kingsman 2 is okay. It's got some cool camera tricks. Julianne Moore, always a pleasure when she brings her acting talents to the silver screen. 3 is better than 2. You're fucking high. You're one of those people who says it's over for Hollywood because the worst trailer ever was made by AI. I'm attacking you personally, even though you just said a mundane media opinion that I disagree with. It's a 1, 2, 3. 1 is good. 2 is okay. And 3 is just like... 3 must have been made by Netflix because it took about an 82-minute story and made it 3 hours long for some reason. Plus, I mean, look at the cast that they squandered in Kingsman 3. Rafe Fiennes, Rhys Ifans, other actors and actresses that I don't remember. I think Matthew Good is in that, not the Canadian rock star, but the British guy who always plays evil guys. Jimon Hansu, so true. Respectfully, who? Matthew Good. He's in every movie. You're like, that guy's too handsome to be a good guy. But I guess he is. And then at the end of the movie, you're like, never mind. I can't snap your neck. Oh no, get up, get up. Get the axe. Okay, get killed. 2 enemies remain. Give me a hard hat, please. He's got a damn bow and arrow. They both got bows and arrows. Ooh, ooh. He's crazy. He's insane. Okay, we made it. We made it. Give me arrow. Give me bow. Give me +1 arrow. Give me all these arrows, please. My gold. Okay, we got 3 arrows for our bow and arrow. I don't know why I wouldn't take a hat now that I think about it. Medkits fucking kill you, son of a bitch. Piece of garbage. Well, you were gone. Some people got healed. That's great news. Okay, wonderful news. Hey, more staff, please. Thank you. Died to a med kit. Makes you want to throw up. I don't know. I can't afford to heal my best guy, my team leader. This is just like in Kingsman 2 when, what's his name? You know the guy I'm talking about. The King's Speech. Why all in my head I can think of is Colin Malloy, the guy from the Decemberists. Colin Firth, thank you. And Colin Firth is just drawing pictures of Maz and shit. And you're like, what the hell? I watch these movies to see like a 55-year-old man beat people up with his briefcase. You know what's blowing my mind? We were in my hometown. Whoopee cushion. He's a coward! We were in my hometown, and they have a little phenomenon called mayflies, which means like everywhere that we went, the air was thick with flies 100% of the time, everywhere. My daughter, insanely afraid of the flies. Like when I was walking her around, she would be like, Daddy. And I'd say, what, honey? What's wrong? She'd go, there's a bug on my stroller. And like her hand would be shaking and she'd be pointing at it. They're like literally that big. And then I said, oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You know what animal she loves though? Snakes. Make it make sense, man. I said, are spiders scary? She said, spiders are a little scary. I said, what about snakes? She said, snakes aren't that scary. Really? You've never heard of a king cobra? You've never heard of anaconda? Killed John Voight in the damn movie. Hello? You hearing this James Bond song? Oh, I was talking to Chet. It's a little bit more like Mission Impossible, I suppose. Freeze. Sorry, you can't. 'Cause I killed you. Oh, man. The James Bond chord? I forgot about that. I'm a lightweight, I can't stun you by landing on you! Nice hard hat. Oh, I'm not a barber, you wanker. I'm James bloody Bond. I'm in a lot of trouble. Never mind, you're dead. I don't know. Just get in the pit. Whoops. Soap bar. I gotta get a lot of gold. I want the gold. Thank you so much. That's quite a lot of gold. Oh, I slipped on the soap, of course. What was I thinking? Whoopee cushion. I'm out of here. Never mind, you're out of here. I'm out of here. I don't know what happened to the soap. I threw it down. I don't know what happened to it. Here they come. You're all dead. Whoa! I don't know what happened. Everything seems... Oh! Everything seems okay, though. Outplayed. Did you hear, like, the machine gun fart? I thought I was at a Pink Panthers concert. I don't really get it. I don't get the joke, but I thought maybe you would like it. She's involved with Ice Spice, as far as I know. Her life is a movie. Like Okerville River. It's not Pink Panthers, it's Pink Panther-S. These rappers, they gotta start making their names a little bit more readable, okay? Always alternating caps, not caps, deliberate misspellings, Lil Ugly Mane type diction. Back in my day, every band just used to be called The Blank. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones. It was so, or it would just be their name. Bob Dylan. It's easy enough. The Who? The Beatles. You've never heard of them? The Who. Nowadays, people will be like, oh, you've never heard of Obi a Doobie? Anyway, sorry. Was Bullet Train good? If you'll excuse me, I'm in a lot of trouble right now. Bullet Train was okay. Nothing wrong with Bullet Train. I mean this, sometimes I say this in a disrespectful way. I mean this in a respectful way. I think if you're 14 or 15 years old, Bullet Train could be your favorite movie of all time. With no negativity whatsoever. In the same way that Boondock Saints was that for, like, my generation. It's stylish. It's fun. There's nothing wrong with it. I also watched Bros, and that's how you know I'm an ally. I watched Bros on an airplane. I didn't realize, I mean, I could have known, I guess. I could have surmised this. I mean, aluminum tubes surrounded by strangers. I didn't realize there'd be multiple scenes of people sucking each other's dicks openly, doing stuff with their butts, you know, like as... that's something I didn't know you could watch on an airplane. But I mean, honestly, while I was doing it, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it, I'm opening minds on this airplane. I thought the movie was okay. I thought Bros was okay. I will say then, I watched, well, on the flight home, I watched Best in Show. Love it. I've seen it a million times. Love that movie. Love Christopher Guest in general, of course. I also watched Game Night, which I had already seen before, but I'll watch anything with Jesse Plemons. And I don't mean to get sidetracked here. You see the tweet that went viral that was like, how does this guy keep getting cast in movies? He must have, like, blackmail material on all the Hollywood executives. And it was a picture of Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons is a fucking insanely great actor. Like, what is wrong with you? He's incredible. Who's going after Jesse Plemons on Twitter for getting cast and stuff? He makes everything he's in better. Then I watched, well, I should say I put on Trainwreck, which I heard was a good comedy and had never seen. I'm kind of Amy Schumer agnostic. I'm not violently opposed to Amy Schumer. She's not my favorite comedian. I thought I'll give it a chance. First 5 seconds of the movie, she's pretending to be drunk, and she's like, that's not your dick. No, your dick doesn't end. Why is your dick so big? And I was just like, I can't watch this. It's just too much. It wasn't that it was like... It wasn't the material in it was, like, not okay. I was just like, it's too much. I don't know how else to explain it. You know, you ever have, like... I don't know if it's just a hot button issue for me for whatever reason. Ever have a friend who has, like, one drink and then pretends to be insanely hammered and you're like, why are you doing that? I get that it's a movie, like, I blasted him. Like, she's not gonna actually get hammered to play someone who's hammered, but her fake drunk act was, it was just, I don't know. I couldn't handle it at the time. Also, the guy that sat directly in front of me on the airplane did not use the seatback entertainment, which is fine. It's actually great to not use seatback entertainment because the seatback entertainment gets interrupted every 5 seconds to tell you that it's light drizzle in the destination you're going to be at in 4 hours. However, he pulled out his tablet and he watched Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, Murder Mystery 1. He watched the whole movie, didn't chuckle to himself for even a second. Movie ended, credits popped up, closed the app, clicked on Murder Mystery 2, didn't even give himself 5 minutes to like see where we were on the flight, like how much time was left, you go to the bathroom or anything like that. He was just like, run it back, Murder Mystery 2 immediately. And he watched the entire Murder Mystery 2, again, completely, openly joyless. Not a single guffaw or even like heavy breathing or anything. It was great. I'll watch a movie during descent. I don't give a shit. Well, once you got 15 minutes left in the flight, it's still an hour before you get off the damn airplane. Takes forever. You land, then you got a taxi to the damn jetway. That can take you like another 15 minutes, and everybody. I don't understand. I don't want it to be like an airplane food bit, but like if there's a tragedy of the commons. If we all stopped getting up as soon as the seatbelt signs came off, then none of us would have to stand with our necks twisted all awkwardly under the overhead bins. If you just had faith that like everybody's gonna go in order, then it would be clear in the aisles. You would, when it's your turn in the aisle, you would walk out, you would take 3 seconds and grab your overhead stuff, and then you would walk off the plane. But instead, everybody's like, I gotta get my overhead stuff immediately to save half a second when I get off this thing. So they all rush the aisles. It's crazy. So now I gotta rush the aisles, because if I don't rush the aisles, then like I gotta get out and grab my overhead stuff while people behind me are like, oh, we have dinner reservations at 7:15. I tried to do it last week, got cut off by people behind. I mean, I'm just gonna say it, if you're seated in row 18 and then you push past someone in like row 12 just because they haven't had a chance to grab their overhead stuff, I mean, you're kind of a piece of garbage. You go in order. Also, I don't want to insult Ottawa. I got no problem with Ottawa. This was my first time ever flying out of the Ottawa airport. It does have I was in shambles. The boarding announcement hadn't even been made yet, and there was like a 100-person lineup at the gate. I've never seen it, but I thought people in Vancouver were stupid. No disrespect. You don't have to get on not only do you not have to line up before the boarding announcement, you like literally can't get on the airplane until they make it. But I always feel like a gangster when everybody lines up. I'm zone 3. I want to be at the front of zone 3. I'm seated in the aisle seat in row 71. But I really got to get on the airplane fast so I can get my neck pillow set up and then sit down, get completely relaxed, and then other people get on and they're like, I sit in the aisle, or I sit in the middle. Oh, fine, okay. Let me put my neck pillow back on. Let me, my headphones, let me get my little snacks. Oh, I'm in the window. Okay, go ahead. Anyway. But I always feel great when everybody's in line like that, and then they call first class, and then they call families with young kids. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. We have a child under the age of 6. We're a special protected class of citizen. If you could just move slightly out of the way. Oh, yes, and I don't know. Will she cry the whole time? I don't know. You might have to turn up Murder Mystery 2 to a slightly less comfortable volume. I don't have any control over that, I'm sorry to tell you. Don't even get me started, too. I mean, I've got a little social media, like, pent up. Do you see the video that was like, Disney is the greatest scam in modern history?
So here's how much we spent at Disney, day 2 of 5. A mediocre breakfast at Hollywood and Vine cost us $223. Then we headed over to Toy Story Land, and even with Lightning Lane, we still only got to ride one ride. Ice cream was $25 and popcorn was $16. Then over at Galaxy's Edge, 3 lightsabers cost us a whopping $800. They also no longer hold them for you until the end of the day, plus different airlines have different restrictions when flying home, so we opted to ship them to us for an additional cost. Every ride had a 120-minute wait time, so we only got to ride one ride in this section of the park as well. We tried the infamous blue and green milk and had lunch at Backlot and funnel cakes at Epic Eats. Photo Pass was an extra $170 for cell phone quality pictures, and finally we had dinner at Planet Hollywood. Factoring in our nightly hotel rate of $997 brings our total to $3,758.
And then the guy goes through the itemized list of what he bought at Disney. He's like, park tickets and fast pass for his like family of 8. $827. Very expensive. Don't get me wrong. Breakfast, $233. Crazy. It's insanely expensive. The dude has the audacity to say, lightsabers, $800. Took all of his kids to build their own lightsabers in a Dantooine workshop with the Kyber crystals and stuff like that. And you're like, buddy, you gotta eat, and if you're going to the park, you gotta get into the park, but your ass does not have to be custom making like bespoke lightsabers and stuff like that. What are you doing? Paid an extra $40 to ship them too. Oh, there was a lot I was having issue with there. You can also like, I mean, I've seen that breakfast. I've never done that breakfast. So at one time, well, last time we were at Disneyland, I was like, I want to get breakfast. And then the hotel was like, oh, you can't eat breakfast here. You have to make reservations like 9 months in advance. And then I looked up the restaurant and it was like, it's like $100 a person for a breakfast buffet. And all you get is bacon and eggs. But you get to take your photo with Goofy or something like that. I was like, forget that. I'll just eat the 1 kilogram of goldfish that I brought. I also had another tweet cooking. I still think this is the most realistic depiction of a panic attack ever caught on camera. And then the clip is me in the gulag accidentally spraying the SS logo is like, that could actually get like 50,000 likes. I had another one, which was like, motherfuckers will actually cook you for ordering chicken teriyaki from a place called like Dragon Sushi, as if you just insulted the entire nation of Japan. I have eaten a lot of good sushi in my life. I've eaten a lot of shit sushi in my life. If I'm going to a restaurant that looks like it's not the best sushi restaurant, if they're serving you the little cellophane grass in the styrofoam container sushi, and I'm looking at the menu and I'm like, they don't even do the, you know, just the fish on rice, then I'm like, I'm getting the chicken teriyaki, but I can feel people like judging me. You're like, oh really? You must be a picky eater getting chicken teriyaki at the sushi restaurant. No, is my ass just I would rather eat like good sushi. I don't want to eat just like a tempura shrimp with like a bunch of mayonnaise shoved in a roll. So, yeah, sometimes it's okay, don't get me wrong, but like, I think we could phrase it in a more positive way, okay? I feel like what we could also say, instead of, we need to elevate chicken teriyaki in the public consciousness so it is no longer considered to be the thing that picky eaters get when they go to sushi restaurants. Sometimes it's a thing that you could just get if you go to a sushi restaurant and you look at the menu and all the rolls are called like the fucking hand grenade roll, and you're like, I don't want to eat this shit, just give me some chicken teriyaki. I'm not paying you $6.50 for a negatoro roll and then like another $7.25 for a yam tempura roll just to cobble together my own order. Just give me the chicken teriyaki. And I don't want the chicken teriyaki bento box. Give me more teriyaki, more chicken, more vegetables, more rice. I don't want 2 fucked up frozen gyoza that aren't properly cooked in the middle and the other one is like molten hot when you bite in. I don't want that. You said there's tempura, but there's 1 tempura shrimp and then like 8 pieces of fucking stale squash and pumpkin. I don't want that. I don't want the salad where you just grab the pre-made salad mix and then put like, I don't even know what it is, like julienne carrots on top of it. And I don't, sure as shit don't want 4 pieces of a California roll that the last person didn't eat, so you just moved it onto my plate, okay? Every time you order from a sushi restaurant, somebody who's never left their home state, so chicken teriyaki, really? You should try sushi, it's pretty good. Yeah, I've had sushi. I've had sushi in Vancouver, I've had sushi in Seoul, I've had sushi in Tokyo, I've had in Kyoto, Osaka. Meanwhile, oh, really? This place in fucking Perth. You really gotta go to Dragon Sushi in Perth. Bro, you can't get the chicken teriyaki at Dragon Sushi in Gananoque, Ontario. This place goes crazy. Get something exotic like a spicy tuna roll. Ugh. Just fucking relax. Bro, you can't order a craft local beer at Yamamoto's Sushi in Brockville? Are you crazy? You have to go out real authentic style and get a Sapporo. That's 4 times more expensive and half as good. Why are you going off so much on bento boxes? Listen, I didn't want to. But I mean, I feel like I'm the only person that's saying the truth these days. I feel like the bento box is, and I like Japanese food. Holy cow. Oh, wow, you look so cute.
Right? Look at her hairpin.
Wow.
Her hairpin.
Hi.
Hi. Look what happens.
You got nice hairpins. Can I show people? Ready? I'm going to pick you up.
Hi, happen. Happen.
Hairpins.
Happen.
You have to say hi, Chat.
Hi, Chat.
Hi, Ruka.
Hi, Luca. Hi, Chat.
Hi, Chad. You must like Chat. They always give you Charmander and Pikachu.
What's the fish's name?
What's the fish's name? His name is Joel.
No, fishy.
His name is Joel Fishy. You having a good day with mommy?
The day has never been this long.
I know, right?
Went out and shopped, came back, fed her some yogis, and then unboxed like 2 boxes of toys. Played with all the toys, and it's still like not even lunchtime. Alright, okay, let's get out.
Thank you.
Get some more yogis.
She looks very cute. Lots of hairpins. So the thing with the bento box, I enjoy Japanese food, and I have no problem going to a sushi restaurant. I like sushi, but also I do feel a little condescended to sometimes when I go to a sushi restaurant and I order chicken teriyaki. People automatically assume like I'm one of those people from TLC that only eats pepperoni pizza with ranch dressing spread on top of it. I'm not. Sometimes the chicken teriyaki just hits the spot better than like a 5 out of 10 dynamite roll or something like that. Now, the bento specifically, I feel like it's the default at a sushi restaurant or any restaurant to order a combo if you get the chance to order a combo. I just find myself, in general, I feel like when you get a bento box, you get the thing that you actually wanted, which sometimes is a little bit of sushi, sometimes is a teriyaki, sometimes it's the tempura, and then the other 3 to 4 parts of the bento box are, they're half-assed. It's a half-assed tempura. The salad is just like straight out of the refrigerator, like Ziploc bag. The dumplings are never any good at all. I would rather just order something that's good and just have that be that than be like, oh, there's 8 things in the box and like one of them's good and the rest of them are kind of horrible. Is there context for YouTube people regarding the sushi? We ordered sushi in my hometown and I got chicken teriyaki and nobody said anything about it, but in my head I was like, they might. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. And again, people, they do not like my takes on Japanese foods regularly. So this is not atypical for me to get booed off of like the stage for saying something that I believe is true. But I'm going to be real with you. I think that edamame is like the most ass appetizer that's ever existed. I don't believe that anybody, A, feels the way I do about you now, but B, when someone's like, oh, I love edamame, I'm like, what do you mean you love edamame? Like, they're just beans. It's just beans and salt. And the salt isn't even on the beans, it's on the pod. Like, I don't mind mindlessly eating some edamame, but it's not like, whenever people are really excited for edamame, I'm like, you know, it just tastes like, it's just beans. Okay, and? Well, like, think of all the great Japanese appetizers that are out there. An agadashi tofu. You know, even some sashimi to start or something like that. Think about a karage or something like that. Some gyoza. And you expect me to get excited over some salty beans. Like, they're okay, but like, you don't have to be excited. Just eat your veggies. I have no problem eating my vegetables. This is what's called an ad hominem attack. A lot of those like Japanese fusion restaurants in Vancouver, they will run, well, they'll have edamame on the menu for the psychos, but also they'll have like a crispy Brussels sprout or something like that. Way better. Those are vegetables. What are your thoughts on Korean fried chicken? Me personally, well, again, my tastes, I'm like 50 Shades of Grey. My tastes are a little unusual. Is that what they say in the movie? I don't know. But I love Korean fried chicken. Why, I was going to buy the jellyfish. Why did I buy the peacock? What's wrong with my brain? I know I sold them. There was no need to sell the peacock. It was just, you made a mistake. I am losing. Are there pills this week? No pills. Okay, never mind. I'm losing my mind. I love Korean fried chicken, but I prefer the Korean fried chicken that is like, usually it's called original or something like that on the menu. Maybe it's called Cocoa Crispy or something like that. Maybe it's called Crispa-tastic. What I'm not, I much prefer that to like the ones that are like sweet and spicy. Spicezilla and stuff like that. The ones that are like super syrupy and that's like the sauce is it's just a little saucy for me sometimes, but I don't mind a soy garlic. I can get down with a soy garlic. I also like it. I mean, it's super auto pets, so you know it's food related, like all day, every day. That's all we talk about. Although you wouldn't know it, even though I went away for a week. I've got no anecdotes except feeling like people judge me for ordering chicken teriyaki at a sushi restaurant. I kind of, and I'm putting myself at risk domestically here, just saying this, but I'm kind of the. I mean, are you actually gonna go? I'm kind of the opinion that Korean food, be very careful with my phrasing, I personally think that it's a little overrated. And part of the reason for that is because it's usually rated very highly. A lot of people, especially as there's been like, it's come up in popularity in the past like 10, 15 years. A lot of people are like, it's my favorite food, which is fine. But like, there's some Korean foods that I greatly enjoy. And then there's some Korean foods that like, I'm not that into. I don't give a crap about, go ahead. Tteokbokki, man. I never want to eat it like in my entire life. I'm just over it. Give me a good soup or something like that. Give me a yukgaejang. Give me a, or there's lots just to give me a huedabbap or something like that. It's just, you know, give me some. Oh, you got your own banana, you piece. It's fine because American food is overhyped in Korea. Excuse me, I'm not American, really. So I would I'm just gonna say be careful. It's just what I'm gonna say. I'm Canadian. I don't know if Canadians have a food that has made it to South Korea yet. Hey, you know what I'm realizing this week? None of the animals are good. That's why I keep rolling, is because I'm waiting for the good animals to show up. Is there chocolate this week? There is. Okay. Dude, I gotta tell you, my mom, she's, first off, she's a good cook. But she has become so, I don't want to say frugal. I don't know what word is to use. But let me give you an example, okay? We ordered from the sushi restaurant. When I picked it up for takeout and brought it home, okay? She had already set the placemats. She was reusing chopsticks that they had gotten from an earlier sushi order. So the chopsticks were from a takeout order that they got before. Fair enough. That's good. You know, you're reusing things. You know why she had the leftover chopsticks is probably because the time that they got that order, she was using leftover chopsticks from like an earlier time. So they've got like an endless like chopstick surplus that they're constantly going. Then we ate off the old chopsticks, which is totally fine. I said, what do you want me to do with these chopsticks? She said, just put them in the sink, we'll wash them. Okay, so these chopsticks have now been used like multiple times and washed. I said, what do you want me to do with the chopsticks that the sushi restaurant gave us this time? She said, oh, you can just put those straight in the drawer. I said, what? And then I said, what do you want me to do with like the plastic container that my chicken teriyaki came in? She said, oh, I'll wash it. And I said, you're going to wash it and put it in the recycling? She said, no, I'll wash it and then I do meal prep and I'll put some like of my meal prep into the plastic container. And at this point, I was looking at what was going on, and she actually created like a zero waste meal. But then she was like, "Can I show you something?" And she has a pantry, and in the pantry she had like 50 washed takeout containers and lids and stuff like that. And I was like, "What are you even doing with this? Like, you can't." Like every time you order at a restaurant, you're actually getting like a surplus of dishes, and you don't like you're not going on a hike or something like that where you're gonna need to pack this stuff. She said, if you think that's bad, this is only like a third of what I used to have. I said, what happened to the other 2/3? And she said she donated them to the Salvation Army. She took the takeout containers and washed them out with soap and water and then donated them to the thrift store. And I said, who's going to buy the garbage at the thrift store? And she said, there's people that do like food prep that need the containers. She's not really hoarding. Like, she doesn't have like walls full of this stuff. But I was like, man, it was getting a little crazy. Like, sometimes you could, if you're like on vacation, you're like, hey, let me like reuse this stuff so that, because we don't have plates and cutlery and stuff like that. But I was like, this is your house and you do it every time. So you got like, you literally can't eat out because every time you eat out, you need like a bigger house to fit the stuff that you got from takeout. I was just picturing like someone at the Salvation Army opening like a cardboard box full of like old takeout containers and then throwing them in the garbage or something like that. I don't know what, I don't think they would put them on the floor, but maybe. It makes her happy. Like that's, and I mean, it is good to reuse. I'm not insulting. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not insulting my own mom. I'm just saying like, it was very funny. It was very foreign for me, for sure. Maybe you should buy her some Tupperware. Bro, listen to the story I just told you. She's got tons of Tupperware. Like, that's the thing is, like, I don't know, she'd have to go through all of her Tupperware would have to be used before she would even think about using the... Sure, go ahead and take it. But before she would even think about using the reused takeout containers. But now she's... I don't, listen, it's my mom. It's funny. I enjoyed it. She got a kick out of me making fun of her over it, I hope. And she was cooking like crazy. We ordered from a Greek place. And we had a lot of family over. So it came with some ribs. It came with a whole chicken. Came with a bunch of like Greek potatoes. Came with rice pilaf. Came with tzatziki. Came with like, all sorts of stuff. A bunch of like souvlaki skewers, right? When the food came, she, what's the word I'm looking for? Sequestered. She sequestered the chicken, and then we never saw it. That's fine. I ate some souvlaki, I ate the rice pilaf, I ate the bari warara. Later, she says, guess what I'm going to do with that whole chicken? And I said, what? She said, I'm going to make chicken pot pie soup. So she took the whole chicken from the meal that we ordered, broke it down, made a soup with it. So already we're at like a huge meal for people and then like a meal prep for the future. Then she served us the soup like the day that we left. She had like 2 little spoonfuls left in the bottom of her bowl. She said, does anybody want this? I said, nah, I think I'm full. She said, you know what I'm going to do? She opened up the fridge. She got a Tupperware container full of chicken pot pie soup that she had made before, and she poured the soup into the Tupperware. She was like, I'm not gonna waste this soup. I'm telling you, she's running like it's like Mouth's oxygen not included colony. She's like zero waste. It's her house. What am I supposed to say? It's moral, you know? She's doing... Oh, it's round 5. Sorry. I'd like to apologize. She's doing like a good thing. It's just something I would not be willing to do personally. Ooh. Didn't you score a 0 on the food hygiene test? It's not a food hygiene test. It was a food sensitivity test. I didn't score a 0. I scored a... imperceptible. I'm not knocking the cleanliness of it. It was more just like, holy cow. By the way, someone in chat said I got chicken teriyaki for lunch. Thanks for the inspiration. I guess I'm not trying to come for all the Midwestern, you know, suburban sushi restaurants that all do Korean food, Thai food, Chinese food, and also hot dogs and hamburgers and a slice of pepperoni pizza for the picky eaters. I'm not trying to insult all those restaurants. There's no need. The reviews speak for themselves. All I'm trying to do is say that I think chicken teriyaki has been unfairly maligned. It's considered a consolation food by most people at a restaurant. Like, you never go, oh, I'm really feeling chicken teriyaki tonight. It's always like, nothing else on the menu speaks to me, so maybe I'll try the chicken teriyaki. But honestly, the chicken teriyaki, I've been ordering it as a first choice lately, and I've been very pleased with the results. You never seem to get a terrible chicken teriyaki. You get some that are goated. You get some that are like, you know, mid, I guess as the kids say these days. And then you get some that really bring the heat. There's a lot of chicken teriyakis where when I'm eating them, I'm like, I'm definitely preferring this to sushi. Is orange chicken the most... Why would I do it in this order? Is orange chicken the most Caucasian thing you can order at an Asian restaurant? Bro, no. It's orange. The most Caucasian thing you can order at a restaurant would be like Caucasian chicken. Which I'm pretty sure is just when you throw like a boneless chicken breast in the air fryer and serve it next to like some Uncle Ben's rice pilaf. Also known as like what I ate every day in college. I got nothing against orange chicken whatsoever. I don't eat it very much. I would say I'm pro orange chicken though, if I had to choose which side I was on. I mean, if you're at a place that's got orange chicken to begin with, I feel like if it's on the menu, you should order it. Just because what else are you going to get? You're going to go to a place that sells like orange chicken plus an egg roll plus like a wonton soup for $3 and you're going to be like, "Oh, can I get the regional specialty of this restaurant? Can you give me some soy and garlic fried abalone?" I think people are too hard on the orange chicken. Mongolian beef? I'm just going to level with you on this one, my friend. I'm not sure that Mongolian beef is a real food. That sounds like something I would make up if I had like a sauce in my fridge called Mongolian sauce that I got from the grocery store. And I was like, what are we having for dinner tonight? It's Mongolian beef. Wait, is this, sorry, Bench Live, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Really? It's an American Chinese food classic? Mongolian beef is incredible. Hang on. Well, this is, there's a difference between American Chinese food and Canadian Chinese food. Like, do you know, hey, my UK fellow viewers here, did you know Americans don't know chicken balls? Oh my God, bro, no way. I'm in shambles right now. I'm serious, they don't know chicken balls. Americans are always like, what's a chicken ball? It's a ball with a little piece of chicken in it, if you're lucky. And then they serve it with like the worst sauce of all time over top of it. Okay, Mongolian beef. It's a dish from Taiwan. You lost me. Sliced beef, usually made with onions, paired with scallions or mixed vegetables. It's often served over steamed rice in the U.S. Okay, honestly, that tells me nothing at all. I guess I just got to go to P.F. Chang's and order it. Sounds pretty good. Beef, onions, and scallions and rice. Also sounds like it could describe maybe like a few more things on the menu, but he didn't pivot at all. I think my brain's still on EST. I was talking a big game earlier today when I thought that jet lag didn't exist and was merely a frame of reference. I have, I'm starting to regret saying that. I don't feel tired, like I don't feel like I want a nap. But I would say that in some ways the results of what's happening here speak for themselves. Didn't you barely travel? This is a damn hater. Or I don't know, maybe this is character growth. Because like a second ago you were like, it's so annoying to hear you play badly and then be like, why am I playing badly? And now you're getting involved in the banter. Do you see how easily you can get NL pilled? Came here from the Twitch directory. You're like, I just want to see some Super Auto Pets weekly action. And then you're like, why is this guy talking so much? 15 minutes later, you're like, how many time zones did you fly? Now you're part of the community. You ever eat Singapore noodles? I'm trying to think if there's any food that I regularly eat. The answer is no, by the way, to the first part. I'm trying to think if there's any food that I eat that has a country in the first part of its name. I don't eat Canadian bacon. French fries. There you go. French fries, sure. Turkey sandwich. Good point. You know what's a bad feeling? I went out to a diner at 7:06 a.m. When I was in my parents' hometown. First off, I walked in, and there's tables and counters. The only other people in the restaurant were 5 old guys sitting shoulder to shoulder at a counter. So immediately I was like, am I supposed to take this counter seat next to them? Is this like 1950s Norman Rockwell where like I'm supposed to post up there so that they don't have to come serve me? And then I just decided I didn't have the you-know-whats for it. So I sat in a booth by myself. And then one of the guys who was sitting at the counter said, he looked back and said, "Good morning to you, sir." And I said, "Good morning." I played it pretty cool. But in my head, I was like, what the fuck is going on? The patrons are welcoming me to the establishment? Or is this like a guy is working there, but he's not like on right now? Anyway, I ordered a classic breakfast. I swear to you, it was 2 pieces of toast. Half of the platter was full of home fries. The other half was like 7 slices of bacon. It was amazing. It came out 3 seconds after I ordered it. But the whole time that I was there, all I could hear behind me was ring, ding. Thank you, sir. Ring. And I was just the cash register slamming open, and it's opening, slamming shut, opening, slamming shut. And there's, I don't know if this is a Belle and Sebastian song. There's something, though, the creeping malaise of being a millennial in a cash-only restaurant. I was like, I started to realize that it was not right. All I got are cards. Everybody here is handing over like $20 bills to pay for their meals. And I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to give them my ID. I'm going to be like, can I go to an ATM? They're going to be like, what'd you expect coming into this place? We're going to have a paper trail. Anyway, they took card at the end of the day. So it turns out it ended up being kind of like a non-issue. Okay, I'm going to buy an Okapi because it plays to my strengths. I do tend to roll a lot. Isn't it effed up that Bush sounds like the whole band is from London? What do you mean that what do you mean? Isn't it effed up that Bush sounds like the whole band is from London? What do you mean? Like the name Bush implies that the whole band is from London? Bush is a place in London? Are you talking about Busch Gardens? Quit stalling and answer? I don't know where they're from, okay? I think that Gavin Rossdale is from England. I don't really know or care where everybody else from Bush is from. Just, come on, hit the seal, hit the seal. I guess we can deliver it ourselves, huh? I'm not really that concerned about where like the rest of Bush is from. Wasn't he the governor of Texas? He does not sound British at all. What do you mean he doesn't sound British? Isn't he from London? Because someone said, isn't it messed up that the rest of the band isn't from London? Now you distracted me. And I only got 3 wins. Bush are an English rock band formed in London in 1992. Okay, but there... Is that the joke? Is that it's messed up that they formed in London to trick you into thinking that they're all from London? Kansas sounds like everyone's from Wichita. I don't know if I'm the person that's struggling here or if you're the person that's struggling. What do you mean Kansas sounds like everybody's from Wichita? Like the band, their voices sound like they're from Wichita? Or like, what am I doing? What are you talking about? No, I mean like in the same way as the Bush thing? Yeah, but Bush, like Kansas, the band is named Kansas. The book or the band Bush is not named London. So I'm just trying to understand like how this has anything to do with anything. Did you see that the Mario movie is up to over $1 billion? Here's the thing though, like that's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna deny it. But is it one of those things where it was just like one dude with $1 billion was like, I just want to see it succeed? Or is it like maybe like 100 million people all paid $10 each to see it? Because like I would say one is like a little bit more impressive than the other. But maybe that's just me. I don't want to be a hater. It was a billionaire. I knew it, man. It's like how when you write a book, like you can just buy a bunch of copies to get on the New York Times bestseller list. People don't know that, but people do that with Hollywood movies all the time. Like they're like, oh, we got a new Tar 2 is coming out. All right, we're gonna pay people tens of millions of dollars to go see it at the theaters and fill it up so that no normal people can actually see it. But then you see, when you read the box office numbers, you go, holy cow, Tar 2, featuring Vin Diesel saying, I am Tar. I gotta go see this, man. It made like $100 million at the box office this weekend. Is that true about the movies, or is it just a bit? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm not at liberty to say. A lot of people are saying it is true. To be honest with you, a lot of people are saying that. It is true about the books, yeah. Campbell Banter! Did a week off of the Peloton get you those rest gains? No, actually, I meant to talk about it. You got me on that one, fair enough. I thought today, I told Corey, because we were talking about biking. I told Corey, I can't even get a level 2 cow now that I think about it. So when you buy the cow, it would overwrite this shit. Either way, it's still great. I told Corey, I haven't been on the bike for a week. So I'm pretty sure that tomorrow will either be very painful or it will be a PB. Well, dear reader, it was very painful. I don't know if it's probably something to do with all the traveling we did yesterday. Maybe didn't eat enough, dehydrated, but I was like, it was not a great ride. But I got 90 minutes done. Wattage, I don't want to tell you. My Peloton friends can see the stats for themselves, and they can issue a high five, or if they feel like it's not a high five worthy performance, I'm not gonna. They can withhold their high fives if they want to. That's fine. How do we become your Peloton friend? Well, the way that everybody that I don't know IRL has become my Peloton friend is by looking through Dan's following list. And then finding the one person who is in Vancouver. Every time I get like a friend request from a stranger and I'm like, who do they follow? 100% of the time it's Dan. But I used to be like, oh, I don't want anyone to see my rides. But now I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'll give you a high five. You give me a high five, I'll give you a high five. Are you gonna play Tears of the Kingdom? No shot. Not gonna happen. I'm just not, honestly, I feel, oh my god, it only went to 8. I feel bad saying this, but, I've played it, and it's Really bad. It's not good at all. Like, here's the thing. It's like we're supposed to believe that these two heroes and villains, they're in like a constant battle with each other. It just like, what do you expect? I killed him in the last game, and now he's back? Doesn't make any sense. What is this? J.J. Abrams Star Wars saga? And then they don't even, they used to be like, you get a little tool. You take a tool, you go, oh, I zip up to the base. Now you can use your creativity and engineering know-how to like build something cool, fly around a whole open world or whatever. I don't know anything about this. By the way, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. See you in just a second. Hey, NL. Chan wants to know if you saw the person orgasm at the LA Philharmonic Tchaikovsky performance. I saw the article. I wasn't present in the performance, unfortunately, because I'd love to know what that looked like. But I did hear the story that midway through Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, the lady had a violent orgasm openly in the stands. There's audio of the scream. I don't think I could play that on Twitch. I mean, even with no video, I'm sure that it's. But anyway, /marker, Wildfrost. I'm crazy today. I even changed my game name. I didn't even change the game name. We're back. I've been gone for a week. This is it's not called Tame Warmth. Good title. That's really gonna get the people pogging up. Okay. Okay, Loki, you need to get out here. 1 round. I love this game. Me too. I'd say I'm nothing but the best. I don't know why I was going to say nothing but the best for my baby. By the way, I don't even want to talk about it, except it's all I want to talk about. I was obsessed this week while I was gone with that video from TikTok of the lady making her husband nachos. And it's all like she's shredding the cheese, and then the caption is like, I'm making my husband nachos because if he didn't like the dinner I made, if I don't cook him nachos, then he'll just starve. And then like she says, at first I used to be mad, but then I blame his mom for never having him try salmon. And I was like, bro, this video is already hilarious. And then they show her delivering the nachos to the husband, and the dude is wrapped up on the couch in like his pajamas with a blanket tucked up to his chest, and he reaches out his hands like this. He's like, and then she puts the bowl in, and he's like, and he puts it back on his stomach, and he's like looks like a little kid like eating cereal in front of the TV. Oh, dude. Oh, it got me pretty good. I'm just gonna say it got me pretty good, Fokker. Pretty good. Even if it is fake, I commend their comedy genius. Yes, the original clip does also play Mother by Meghan Trainor, which makes it even more hilarious, I would say. I'm not your mother. I knew your mother. Stop. What's your, if you had to do a tier list of all the lines in Mother, which one would you think is the best, and which one would you, like, what would be S tier, what would be, like, Z tier? I definitely feel like it's the worst when Meghan Trainor says, stop all that mansplaining and listen to me. 62-way tie. Like, it's not the content, it's simply that the, like, mansplaining as a syllabically, like, is just an awkward word. Why are you mansplaining the song to us? I wasn't mansplaining the song to you. I was just talking about it. Nacho Husband kind of looks like you. Yep. That's another reason I think it's pretty funny. Although I'm offended by the insinuation. I can't deny that he has a large head and a receding hairline. He's not bald, but he has a receding hairline, for sure. I don't understand how to articulate why the video is so funny. It's just the shock image, like the jump scare of seeing that the husband is just in full on like blanky mode is so good. It's just the guy. What am I doing? I think I did this wrong. It's the blanket, dude. Cause like it's not even. It's that he looks like a 10-year-old boy, but he's a man. I don't think there's anything wrong with going blanky mode. But then like, I would say I don't feel comfortable going blanky mode. It's not that I feel like society would judge me. It's just like as a man, that's not when I'm at my most comfortable anymore. Unless I'm sick, in which case I'll go blanky mode, and that's no big deal. But he also, like, he shows no appreciation. Maybe he does later, but he shows no appreciation at all for getting some nachos. If my wife came in with some nachos, I would be like, holy cow, nachos, thank you so much. But he literally is just, like, looking at the TV, and then he, like, looks up and goes, and takes the nachos, like, down to his stomach. It's just, like, he's not grateful at all. It just, and this is too much, like, information, but you start asking the question. You're like, how did the courtship go, like, to begin with here? You apply force no. There's a sequel where he's grateful. I'm not interested in that one. No thanks. You do know nachos are easy to make. You don't have to be thankful. Okay, well then if he made them, I would agree with you, but he didn't make that shit. So his wife made it for him because he doesn't eat salmon. Salmon, the most chicken of all the fishes. It's just a great video. I'm sure they have a good relationship. That's what you have to say. Because I don't actually know them, otherwise it would be parasocial. You have to watch her other TikTok. It's comedy gold. Comedy gold, you say. Salmon tastes like butthole? You better find a wife who's willing to make you some nachos. I just can't imagine, like, this could be a great combo. I just can't imagine, like, being a fully grown man. And I'm putting my own beliefs into this, okay? I can't imagine being a fully grown man. Like, I'm not there yet. I'm still waiting for my next growth spurt. But what I was actually going to say is I can't imagine being a fully grown man and your wife cooks you like a meal that's not designed to kill you, like it's designed to be food, and then you just going like, I can't eat this, make me some nachos instead. Like, it's just, even if it's not like your favorite meal of all time, you know, someone cooked it for you, you just eat it. Flame water? Ooh! You just eat it, and then like couple hours later, you make like a peanut butter sandwich or something like that. They got kids too. Listen, I'm not. I don't want to act like they're not in a good relationship. It's just that one video gave an image of their relationship that is a little surprising. It's not even that he's a picky eater. It's that I'm getting gaslit here. It's that he barely looks up from the television to receive his bespoke nachos, man. It's like, I hope he's okay. Because if he's not okay, the way he's getting torched in all the comments of every social media platform on the planet, like if he's already depressed and then he's getting just ripped, TikTok, Twitter, like it's gonna be even harder to get out of the pit for sure. But I hope it's just comedy genius. Holy cow, we're insanely strong. Hello, Scath Ice, welcome. Nice to see you. Mentioned OMG. You know, it was like I've been away for a week. It's nice to be here, and then, you know, all the classic characters are back. It's like whenever they make a new Star Wars, they always got to be like, you know, here's Chewbacca, hi Chewbacca. Here's Han Solo, hi Han Solo. Here's Gleep Glorpo. By the way, I'm not in the slightest getting involved in the Jedi Fallen Order, this Jedi Survivor, whatever, because I like just don't care. Basically, full stop. But I'm so sick of, like, a new Star Wars property comes out, and then everybody, all the reviews are like, and the main guy is not that interesting. But you know who really steals the show? A plucky, foul-mouthed robot named Beep Boop. How many different games and movies and TV shows can they do where there's like a sassy robot? It's a different robot every time, and people still are like, oh my god! The robot said the F word! I mean, it's a Disney property, so probably not, but... I'm reading the comments on Nacho Husband. By the way, I love that you capitalized it as if it's like he's a character now. Men are not okay. Dude said she married a man-child so she could mock him to get sympathy online. Many women desire this sort of life. Well, to me, that seems like a win-win. He gets the nachos and she gets some attention, and maybe that's the dynamic that works for them. Who am I to judge? That's what your image was based on? Now I feel bad. I assumed that everybody was as online as I was last week and saw Nacho, saw Nacho Husband like as it appeared. We're still talking about Nacho Guy? There's a lot to glean from Nacho Guy. There's a lot of gleanability. Gleanability, the foul-mouthed robot who steals the show in the new 5 out of 10 Star Wars television series. I wouldn't say it's necessarily worth your time, but if you're interested in seeing a robot that is a trash compactor with an attitude, there's a lot worse ways to spend 17 hours this summer. Same goes for Grogu. It's the same recipe. You leave Grogu's name out of your mouth, though. Grogu's a damn cutie. What do you mean, Grogu? Would you try to insult me? Tell me Grogu's the same format as... Whoops. You see what you did? Now, go make me some nachos. I can't eat this salmon and rice. Mom never made me eat this. He might be a good guy. I don't know. Still acting like it's not staged? I'm telling you straight up, I don't care if it is staged. There's not, I don't know where, like, we as a society went wrong, man. And now, well, you're right, that is double damage, isn't it? Where now we can't appreciate, like, staged humor anymore. It used to just be called comedy. These days, everything has to be like an embarrassing act that someone was caught unawares. Take me to the woolly snail. Ah. I beseech you, barkeep. 'Tis nice to see the warm glow of the hearth after a day out at sea, on the frozen mountaintops. A goblet of ale for me and my party, please. Prithee, has anyone mentioned anything about a sparkling jewel in a dragon's eye? I've been sent on a quest by King Aldrich to retrieve this jewel that has been beset in the macular region of this foul creature. What's happening? Oh, I'm just role-playing the most annoying person ever playing D&D. I'm being real with you. I don't mean this in a negative way. It's almost no way to think of it except for a negative way, but I mean it in just a factual way. I think this is the longest stream I've ever done in my entire life. Just in terms of the how long it feels. Like, I can't believe that there's 28 minutes left. I feel like I've been streaming for like 20 hours. It's not that I hate you. It's because I'm used to being on vacation and having like nothing, doing nothing at all. Like, I've had days on vacation where like I had one thing to do and it was like go to the bank, and I'm like, ugh, that's gonna be annoying. I go do it, it takes 3 minutes, and I'm like, oh, thank God that's done. No, it's not that it feels long and it's like torturous. It's just that it feels like I've been here for a while. I need to go away again. Always good to have flame water. In fact, I don't know why I haven't applied it yet. I should definitely be attacking you. I'm not paying attention. You know I'm not paying attention? Somebody said, I have been I'm so lazy. I've been trying to procrastinate getting a haircut for the past month. And I was going to say, be careful, brother. That's how it started with me, and look what happened. And now I've probably cost myself the game as a result. Can you believe this? You go next. I feel like the next logical step, you get a kill by doing this. You got 8 HP, you can handle it. Everybody up here counts down by 1. No. Put it back in the deck. You gotta go. No, this is sensible. Originally didn't appear sensible. I think this is sensible. Count me down by 1. Something's fundamentally wrong with my brain. Why do I never remember that it's health in the top left and attack in the top right? In my head, I was like, he's only doing 5 damage. Why is everyone going 8 equals 8 in chat? I do it all the time, don't worry. Is there like a... I'm not saying it's the game's fault, but the game could also save me. Is there a setting to just flip that? Hearthstone and Magic do it the other way? I think that's what's throwing me, honestly. As SAP does it the other way? Well, you got me. All right, well, slash marker. That's Wildfrost. What the hell to do with the next... You only got 22 minutes. It's a terrible way for that to end, but... You should try it daily tomorrow? No, I'm never playing the game again. It's gone forever. Well, maybe. I'll think about it. We just need to get some sleep, I think. It's a big part of it. What else have we got in... What came out on Steam while I was gone? Don't you ever get tired of arguing over video games? It's just what I want to say when I'm on Twitter these days. It's been like a week and a half now of Jedi Survivor discourse. What more is there to talk about? It's good. The PC port sucks. It's not that bad. It is that bad. We're on a little globe spinning in the cosmos, in a universe that expands faster than the speed of light. It's impossible to ever reach the edges no matter how far we stretch out our arms. We really want to talk about the lightsabers got some screen tearing? Okay, don't buy it. Who cares? There's a game coming out called Edgelords. It's a hentai deck building card game card battler. Now you got me thinking. Edgelords. Finally. Oh, this is what we need is a hentai deck builder. Confront your sorceress rivals and claim their magical essence for your own in this fully animated and voiced hentai deck building card game. Published by Sinner's Lotion. What is this, dude? I'm so thankful I did not have the store page up. Oh my god, dude. Let me just say I saw some stuff that would not have been out of place in the movie Bros. I'm not going to... I cannot show it. It cannot be shown. I got to get that off my page immediately. Not available in your country. Son of a... They took everything from us. I can't believe we're here playing some chess, but here we are. Can I tell you, I played chess a little bit on the airplane. As you know, airplane chess goes crazy. It's probably the definitive version of the game that's ever been made. I don't want to brag too much, but I did... I beat the computer on its highest difficulty level literally 100% of the time. So I don't want to... I think I'm kind of ready, honestly. I'll leave you right there. I got no sweat with this. I'll push that. I'll play some symmetrical ball. Was it 3-star? Oh yeah. It was 3-star. I'm going to try to trick you into swapping queens. We're going to be way down here. This was horrendous. We made a horrible mistake. Now you can just take my bishop. It's all falling apart. I resign. I've chosen resignation. We can still win this. We're down by 2. They've swapped queens. Our pawn structure is not great. Pretty bad. They're going to double up and try to get this bad boy right here. I wish you the best of luck. It'll never happen. Now it becomes time to focus on our time instead of focusing on our on the position. Then when they get low on time, we use our preternatural sense of the end game to force them into making mistakes. They make mistakes. We're feeling okay. Start here. What are you gonna do with your king? You can't take him anywhere. I move my king up. Now it's 25 versus 29 seconds. We're not just gonna do random checks. It's beneath us. It's insulting to our opponent. We're gonna force them to be in a position where they have to think of a good move. Interesting. You know what? I thought that was a very good move from them. You kind of tricked me on that one. Your king's all sequestered, though. I'm feeling fantastic. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm going to force you to make another move. Okay, I'll put you in check. I'll put you in check. Where are you going to go, brother? I kind of lost it a little bit, but we were cooking there. We were doing some good stuff. I recall the cook. You're going to take this. I see. It's an interesting move, that. Wouldn't have thought of that one myself. You got 8 seconds left. You're up by 1 point, but I'm about to recover a pawn. I've got passed pawns. I got 27 seconds on the clock. We take your bishop. It's over. I'm glad we didn't resign. I was so sure I was going to resign. We don't need to resign. Feeling great. We got there. What are we playing here? Little e4, e5. Shaggy 1-4-4. Forced me to block in my own bishop just to get some protection. Kind of makes me feel ill, but it is what it is. What do you think? What do you think here? What are you going to do? You're not going to take me. I'm going to bust open your whole king side here right after you castled. Caught me castling in the shower? Wasn't me. It's a good joke. I understand what they're doing here. They're going to put me in check. It's a very clever move. Well, what comes next? You traded a bishop for a pawn. Your queen's under attack. They've resigned. Okay, next game. Because you know what they have to do? They move their queen... Excuse me. They move their queen here, and then I put them in check. I put the queen in check, and then I got a fork on them. So it's game over. Okay, next game. Chess is so fun. The chess in question. Oh, what is it, honey? Are you okay? Oh, okay. I just heard... Oh, my rook was on... I just heard, Daddy, I need you. I need you. What happened? Are you okay? You like your new shoes? You want to sit on my lap?
I got perfect shoes.
You got perfect shoes?
It's too perfect.
They're too perfect.
Yeah.
I gotta get ready to escape here. What's Daddy playing, honey?
You're playing these words. You're playing these words. Holly and Duffy.
Yeah. Move here, move here. Oh, you piece of junk. He didn't move there. I probably could have made a better play there. I tried to go for something a little cheeky.
Cheeky.
A little cheeky.
That's face.
That's my face?
No. That's for the blow.
You see Charmander?
Yes, he's turning around too busy.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Why would I do this? Oh. Just throw him a little curveball. A little curveball you wouldn't see coming. How about this?
Why are you grabbing my shirt?
I'm trying to keep you from falling over, honey.
Then I count this. I did. Sorry, I'm just picking. I did a mad moon.
Huh?
I just saw a mad moon.
You what?
I saw a mad moon.
You saw a man move?
Mad moon.
You saw a moon.
I said mad moon.
You saw a madman?
Mad moon.
I don't know what you're saying.
Mad moon.
You saw a man moon.
Mad moon.
I'm sorry, honey. You saw Mad Men?
Mad moon. Maybe Mama answered it. Maybe Mama answered it.
You saw Batman?
That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon.
I don't know what she's saying. What are you saying?
That's no mad
By the way, you ever see an incredible endgame like that with a little parenting at the same time?
That's no mad moon.
You saw a bathroom?
That's no mad moon.
No more bad dreams.
That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon.
Can you say it slowly?
Wait, that's no mad moon.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know.
That's no mad moon. That's no mad moon.
Okay. Is mommy in her office? Yeah? Okay. Kate is live. All right, I will send you over to her. Enjoy yourself. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with more sleep. Have a good evening. I'll see you then. I don't know, I was just stretching. See ya. Mad moon, mad moon. Okay, fair enough.
Wait,
I
hold
told
on.
you it's the
Do you guys want to? I want to see it together. Let's see it together.
same flag. Chib was there. I'm not going to say Chib was at the anti-lockdown protests, okay, in 2022. But what the hell is... Is this me? Kate, can you come in here for a second? Is this me?
Yeah. It's you.
This is me.
It's you, man.
I feel like this is like Kingston, Ontario. Probably more out like this way. Circa 1992. Young boy learning to ride a bicycle in Ontario? What the fuck?
That's so good.
The dev asked
Ah.
you're at your parents' place. When you're at the parents' place, I took a bunch of photos.
Holy
We
cow.
were young, and then we picked this one. It was like a little surprise.
That's scary. That is cute though. How'd you know I was going to play the dolls today?
Because you play it every day.
Oh man. Submitted by Kate L. I imagine if I hadn't gotten that. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's me.
I hope you recognize himself.
I remember that helmet. Oh my god, that's so funny.
There were other photos. But
I had
Oh,
that helmet
man.
too. That scared the heck out of me, but now I'm smiling. Oh man,
Why was he so scared?
that was a scary moment for a second.
He thought he got doxxed?
That's me. The first Peloton photo. I can still feel how the
That
handlebars felt in
that
my
is
hands,
his
too.
first Peloton photo. That's so
Holy
good.
cow, that was surreal.
That's a great comment.
It's the start of a horror movie. Oh man. That's frightening.
The helmet is why he's bald.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm coming back. Whoo! Anyway, the photo's taken on a bit of an angle here.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, like they messaged me just before we left to go to Kingston together. And then I don't have any young photo of Ryan on me just cuz I'm not his mom. And then it was like a perfect opportunity cuz we were visiting his mom, and I asked his mom if she has any like young photo of Ryan on her, and then she gave me like few, and they were really all good. There was a graduation photo from high school, and then there was a photo of like the news article of Ryan being on like the chess competition and winning one. That one was my favorite. Not gonna lie, the photo of Ryan playing chess, and then like on the news article, like she kept the news article. There I took two other photo of Ryan in Halloween costume, one in pirate and one in devil. But Dev thought the bicycle one was the best, and and Ryan, and he was like, do you know like when he would play the game? And I'm like, no, I don't know his schedule, but I mean he has been playing like all these like guess the thing every day, so I'm pretty sure he will stream it on Monday. And then he's like, okay, I'll get that done, because I submitted the photos like on Saturday, so he's like, okay, I'll get that done like ASAP so that it will be ready for Monday. I'm glad it worked out. When I saw he was playing like the guess the blank, I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna see it. But I didn't want to say anything, and the result is it was good. Like it looked like he freaked out and everything. It made me laugh so much. When I came in, when Ryan was like, Kate, come over here. Kate, come over here. It was like a cry of like a son. Like, you know, like son is calling mommy, like, Kate, please come in here. I'm scared. And then I was like, what's going on? And then I came into his room, and then like the chat, I saw Twitch chat, and it was just like, oh my god, this is crazy, all cap. Oh my gosh, what the heck, all cap. Doxed, oh my gosh, all cap. And I was laughing. I was laughing just because the chat was freaking out along with Ryan. And I was like, oh man, this is good stuff. He's just like Nacho Husband for real, for real. Like, I told him if he becomes the Nacho Husband, then I told him to make his own nacho. I mean, there's no way he's gonna be a Nacho Husband. We've been living together for like 11, 12 years. He has never once. Holy shit, scared the hell out of me. Ruka, get out of here. Oh my gosh. This cat is crazy. We were gone for a week, and Ruka is like, you have abandoned us. And he's very baby. He needs me. He actually requires me 24/7. Tomo, I think Tomo missed us, but he's not a shadow of mine. But Ruka is like, dude, bury me with you. I think once I'm dead, I might have to take Ruka's ash with me. Because I feel like it's like my duty. I gotta bury my ash with Ruka's ash. Ancient Egyptian style. Cause he's so dependent on me. Like, he's not like super dependent, but he's like, I need you. He's like that. And I think he will be appreciative in the afterlife if I carry his ash in my grave. I think he would be very happy. Right, Ruka? I was so paranoid. It was so weird. I was like, when I was in Kingston, I knew Ruka and Tomo was going to be fine because my friend was going, like, she was looking. Yo, okay, Chad, what the heck did Ryan say on his stream? So, like, you know, I got the Peloton for Ryan. Oh, sorry, Fawn Flame.
No.
Oh no, did I kill you? Oh no. Oh, okay, thank God. Because I gave Peloton as Ryan's birthday gift, right? So I had to sign up his Peloton account with my email. And then I'm getting... So, like, anytime anyone requests to follow Ryan's Peloton account, I'm getting email notifications saying, like, hey, this person wants to follow you. This person wants to follow you on Peloton. And I got, like, 10 in a less than a second. And I was like, what the fuck? Was there a leak or something? Like, what the fuck? And then I was like, Ryan, like, what's going on? Like, did you leak your Peloton profile? And then people are like, Ryan was like, oh, I just talked about it on stream. So it doesn't really answer my question, but like, what happened, Chet? He said to look at the only person Dan follows that is from Vancouver. Oh no. I'm still getting like the follow notification and it's so annoying. I'm like, oh, is it like important email? I check and it's just like, hey, this person wants to follow you, your Peloton. And I'm just like, ah. How many? I don't know, I think 20. Stop following Ryan! I'm getting notifications non-stop.
Komodo Town. Just took out Komodo Town. I just got downed. You know, revived me. Now we're heading eastbound. Now we're at the gates of Canada. See the boss and kill him later. Take me to Canada. Wanna kill the boss. Stop the Mongol invasion. And lives been lost. I really want to Tsushima with you. You could be the ghost of Tsushima, the ghost of Tsushima.